Hello and welcome to the newest city update from my Lego city project called Brickworld. And today we are looking at the Brickworld from another perspective, because today we are going to work at that location you are seeing right now in the middle of the picture, because there are some gaps, and these gaps are there since the movement from the city, from the old location to the new location in that room we are right now. And these gaps are something we want to close today, and we are going to rework a part of the cliff here above the river, because there are some parts I do not like I did them, and today we are going to rework a lot of that here. So you are seeing here the first speed unbuilt in the history of the brick world, because we need to remove a big part of that cliff or that mountain in front of the building, because the cliff is still apart from the old layout, and that building you can see on the right side of the video now wasn't there in the old layout, and now it's a problem because the mountain is hiding a big part of the building, and I do not like how it is looking. So we are removing the biggest part of the mountain at the top side, and we will rebuild it later in today's update or in the next update. And we're also going to close these little gaps on the walkway, but for that I still need to rebuild a little part, as you can see here in the speed build, because the walkway is a little bit higher than it was in the old layout. So I need to fix that before I can rebuild the walkway, or I can build anything on the right location. Now you can see that I'm going to build a new fence, and I'm using a mixture of light bluish gray and sand green. These are colors I also use on the big bridge on the front of the project, and I think that's a very good way to reuse the colors and make it look like it's one big project. That's the fence and the bridge is built at the same time. It's part of that city project, and yeah, that's what we are doing right now. The first part of today's update is done, and we have closed one gap here in the front. I also removed the tree on the cliffs and also some of that very colorful flowers, because I did not like the look of it. But I think it's much more better with a little bit less color. We also added some new minifigures, like that girl with the photo camera taking a picture of that bird, and the bird is looking at her, so she's a little bit shocked. We have that young woman that bought ice cream, and on the left side we have that guy with a pizza. Maybe he bought the pizza at the pizza shop in the train station far behind, I don't know. But I really want to add little stories to all the minifigures in my Brickworld project, and that's because that's like every minifigure has some little stories, some stuff in the hands, or is talking to somebody else. So you can watch it and look at it, and there are very little stories everywhere in my city project. And the second and final part of today's update is finished. I closed all the remaining gaps. I also tried a lot of stuff how I can move on from there. And at the end, I worked about more than 1 hour at that. And that's the best solution I got at the end. There are 3 new minifigures. And like you have that little couple in front, or that guy in the back that's going into the building. And all together today we added 5 new minifigures. So we should now have 473 minifigures, like I'm showing it on the bottom side of the video. That's something I have started on the German channel some time ago, after the movement, when I was able to count all the already placed minifigures in the city, and then I started to add all the newly added minifigures to that count. And that's something the German community loves, and there are almost 500 minifigures now in the part of the Brickworld I already done, and I think that's an incredible number because I did not think that there are so many minifigures in that part. You can see Santa Claus here because I'm still thinking about what I can do on that marketplace in front of the train station. There's a big part missing, so I had the idea to make a modular marketplace and do some Christmas stuff for the Christmas time. And I talked about it with my German community, and at the end we agreed to not build it now but in next Christmas holiday season because I do not have enough time to make it right now for the current season. The label on that box says Thor's Hütte, which is German for something like Thor's Hütte, and I mean Thor from the Marvel movies. And that's a project I started at a digital way almost a year ago, and that's something I want to build or place on the beach. I already did the foundations a lot of months ago, and the digital build is done, but I did not have all the needed bricks and plates, and now I have started to build, to buy all the stuff I need, and I hope I'm going to have all the stuff I need at the end of the year. That's the place where Thor's house is going to be placed. You can see Bro Thor from that set at the fireplace on the right side, and I want to build a house for it out of wood at that location. And I think that it's a very nice place, and it will be a very nice location to make it there. But coming back to today's update, we need to build the missing part on the left side in one of the next updates. We need to rebuild the missing part of the mountain, and also need to work at the location between the building here and the city wall on the left side. They are still missing a very big part. That's also a problem because we have placed the city wall more far away from the building than it was in the old location. That part where there's no base plate, just a table, you can see that's the space we have now more, and I still have to place a lot of stuff here, like a little place where children can play and more other stuff, and that's something I still need to do because it's in the front. You can see it all the time, and I don't know. That's something for the future. So bye.